going to help you guys fall fast asleep. You'll be sleeping before you know it, I pinky promise. I've got lots of fun things today. I'm going to do a little bit of Reiki, where we've got some crystals and sage cleansing, because I love the sound and it's super tingly. And I even have a new bedtime story for you. You're going to like this one. But first, I just want you to take a deep breath. Just relieve all of that stress, anything sitting on your shoulders. Just breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Sometimes we just don't realize that stress is just sitting there, and I know myself, I can get really stressed or anxious in certain situations, and I always end up doing something like a bad habit. So loads of us have bad habits when we are stressed. So you might be somebody that bites your nails, or you pick away at things. There's loads of different bad habits that we do when we're stressed and we're anxious. I get really, really anxious when I fly, and one of mine is like, I use those, those menthol sticks that you put up your nose. You only want to use them when you've got a cold, or like 4 times an hour. I literally have this, and I like breathe in and out through it because I love the smell of mint. It calms me. I'm not meant to use it, but there we are. But because we do sometimes form those bad habits when we're stressed, that's why today's video is brought to you by Fume. You may see that I'm holding this very cool, nifty gadget. Can you hear that sound? Oh, it sounds so good. So Fume are all about habits, but what they're really good at is they help you get rid of the bad habit and replace it with a good habit, which is Fume. It's not got any electronics in it. There's no vapor in this. It's all natural ingredients, and essentially all it is a little device with little natural kind of flavored cores that you pop in it. I've got mint in it just now, and all you do is just breathe. Just flavored air, and this is mint, and it literally just helps you calm down. It is replacing my bad habit of moving to that kind of menthol nose. And actually, I've been finding myself sitting at the computer and I'm getting stressed with work, and I just sit. Mint air, it immediately calms me. So good. So I really love this, and then it's got this little fidget bit as well. So if you're somebody that picks your nails, or you're somebody that like picks your skin, you can just literally sit, fidget, take some deep breaths. You could use different flavors. There's like white cranberry, there's maple pepper if you prefer, or maybe you like the crisp mint like me. So there's a reason why Fume have helped over 100,000 customers with thousands of amazing reviews. So why don't you join Fume today? Start with their journey pack. And if you guys head to tryfume.com/murmurs, or just scan the QR code on the screen, you'll get 10% off when you get the journey pack today. That's Fume, so try FUM.com/murmurs, or just use that code murmurs and you will get that 10% off today. So definitely recommend, and you'll see me fidgeting with this throughout for sure. Okay, so now we've got our mint and I've got my little fidget. I'm going to now set the scene for Reiki and for some stones. And I even have this today, which I'm super excited about. The power of crystals. So I'm going to tell you what they mean. I've selected some crystals for you to, let's just like create a really nice atmosphere. You may be suffering, as I said, with stress, or you're struggling to relax, or maybe life's not going so good for you just now. Well, we're gonna try today, guys, stones, okay, and see if it works. So what I think we should do first before we apply the stones is we're gonna sage the place. So I have some wonderful, lovely little sage sticks. Now I have burnt quite a lot of them, so I'm trying to find one that's maybe a little bit less burnt. This one. Okay. And we use the feather to help us. And we use this to pop the sage into when we're ready to let it just go down. So I'm gonna pop the sage in there just now. And we're gonna light a match, okay? I just blew it out with my nose. That was not a great start, guys. Not a great start. Okay, let's try again. I'm trying to let it burn a little bit more. I keep like blowing on it. It is not yet. A little bit now. You can maybe see. Okay, it's gone out, but it's smoking. Can you see the smoke? So we're just going to sage all around you, and so helps to get rid of any negative energy in and around your atmosphere, your air, your surroundings, whatever you want to call it. We're just applying this to you, okay? And there we are. Quick, nice cleanse. Okay, and we're gonna just let that continue in there. Move this over here, like so. Alright, so we're going to now have a look at the stones I picked for you. And I'll tell you what they mean. The first stone is this one. And we're going to position this on you. This is selenite, which is gently grounding. It clarifies thinking, promotes optimism, quietens the mind, an excellent channeler, and aids yogic practice. Optimism is what I'm taking from this. This is a good one. This is a good little one for you. So I'll pop that there. We have this. Do you know what this one is? This is Tiger's Eye. Brings self-worth, integrity, and the ability to find one's inner strength. Increases your willpower as well. So this is certainly a good little nugget for you. And then we have this one, which I think is citrine. Yes, citrine. Dissipates negative energies, has a cheerful and positive vibration, attracts attracts wealth and good fortune. It helps eliminate toxins and relieve depression. I selected that one for you as well. Got 3 more. We have this one, which I believe is on this side. It's my rose one. Where's it come? Yeah, it's here. I'm sorry. Rose quartz. It's the stone of love. It dissipates negative emotions, replacing them with forgiveness and compassion, and can calm children as well. Okay. We then have this one, which is, I think it might be calcite. Just check. Yeah, it's calcite. It's an energy amplifier. It helps to heal the physical body and to cleanse chakras. Brings joy and happiness. Used for digestion problems and IBS. So we have this one. And then this one, I think, might be obsidian. I just want to check. There might be tourmaline. Or is it agate? No, I think it's agate. No, it's agate. It's agate. It's the lines in it. It's a powerful balancer. It cleanses the aura and awakens creativity, aids fidelity and strengthens mind, helps with intestinal disorders and ailments of the eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Okay, so there we are. We have all of your Reiki stones here, okay? So, we're just gonna apply them to your body. Like so, okay? Just moving them around the chakra points. They're all balancing on your body. So we're gonna do a touch sequence. I might use a feather. Yeah, I'm gonna use a feather today to touch. So we're gonna do a couple of touch sequences for you. That's gonna help you feel really good. So I'm gonna do touch sequence today for a positive mind. So helping you feel optimistic, helping you channel those healing energies that makes you more positive, more optimistic, feeling better about yourself. I'm gonna do the touch sequence for that. So we're gonna do eyes, ears, throat, heart, and solar plexus. Okay, and we'll do it 3 times each. Shh, you can close your eyes as well if you'd like. Touch your eyes. to feel super duper positive now. Are you feeling it? Good. Okay. Now we're going to lift up your stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know I went for acupuncture for the first time last week? It was really strange. I actually went to like an authentic acupuncturist. I say authentic, I mean like Chinese traditional. They didn't speak a word of English, so they had a translator. I'm not sure that they understood anything I was saying. But I went just to help my body in general. They gave me some strange medicine thing that I didn't take, but I ended up buying it. I don't know why. But it was interesting having needles in you. Like there was some in my head. Like it was so bizarre. But I went. It was an experience. I wonder if any of you have been to an acupuncturist before. I would be interested in going again, but I would maybe go to a clinic that does it, that maybe speak English this time, just to make sure that we know what our goals are, that there's no confusion, because that was the only thing that was a bit difficult, was I'm not sure she understood at all what I was saying, but it just made me think of this. It was interesting. Alright, so I'm going to add some dream oil on you before I start our bedtime story, because the dream oil is special oil that's going to make you dream beautiful things tonight when you go to sleep, okay? So just going to apply all around your face, okay? All around your face, all around your face. Beautiful. Alright, okay, let's get to your bedtime story. Alright. That mint is so good. Nice. Okay, so this is about the gingerbread man. Have you heard this story before? If not, you're in luck. Are you ready? Settle in. Once upon a time, there was an old man, an old woman, and a little boy. One morning, the old woman made some gingerbread in the shape of a man. She added icing for his hair and clothes, and little blobs of dough for his nose and eyes. When she put him in the oven to bake, she said to the little boy, "You watch the gingerbread man while your grandfather and I go out to work in the garden." So the old man and the old woman went out and began to dig potatoes, and left the little boy to tend the oven. But he started to daydream and didn't watch it all of the time. All of a sudden he heard a noise. He looked up, and the oven door popped open, and out of the oven jumped a gingerbread man and went rolling along end over end toward the open door of the house. The little boy ran to shut the door, but the gingerbread man was too quick for him and rolled through the door, down the steps, and out into the road long before the little boy could catch him. The little boy ran after him as fast as he could manage, crying out to his grandfather and grandmother, who heard the noise and threw down their spades in the garden to give chase too. The gingerbread man outran all three a long way, and soon was out of sight, while they had to sit down all out of breath on a bank to rest. On went the gingerbread man, and by he came who looked up from their work and called out, "Where are you going, gingerbread man?" He said, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, and a little boy, and I can outrun you too." "You can you?" "We'll see about that," said they. So they threw down their picks and ran after him, but couldn't catch up with them as soon as they had to sit down by the roadside to rest. On ran the gingerbread man, and by he came to two men digging a ditch. "Where are you going, gingerbread man?" said they. He said, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, and two well diggers, and I can outrun you too." "You can you?" "We'll see about that," they said they, and they threw down their spades and ran after him. The gingerbread man soon outstripped them also, and seeing they could never catch him, gave up the chase and sat down to rest. On went the gingerbread man, and by he came across a bear. The bear said, "Where are you going, gingerbread man?" He said, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, two well diggers, and two ditch diggers, and I can outrun you too." "You can you?" growled the bear. "We'll see about that." He trotted as fast as his legs could carry him after the gingerbread man, who never stopped to look behind him. Before long the bear was left so far behind that he saw he might as well give it up the hunt at the start, so he stretched himself out by the roadside to rest. On went the gingerbread man, and by he came to a wolf. The wolf said, "Where are you going, gingerbread man?" He said, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, two well diggers, two ditch diggers, and a bear, and I can outrun you too." "You can you?" snarled the wolf. "We'll see about that." So he set into a gallop after the gingerbread man, who went on so fast that the wolf too saw there was no hope of overtaking him, and he too lay down to rest. On went the gingerbread man, and by he came to a fox that lay quietly in the corner of the fence. The fox called out in a sharp voice, but without getting up, "Where are you going, gingerbread man?" He said, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, two well diggers, two ditch diggers, a bear, and a wolf, and I can outrun you too." The fox said, "I can't quite hear you, gingerbread man. And you come a little closer," turning his head a little to one side. The gingerbread man stopped his race for the first time, and went a little closer and called out in a very loud voice, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, two well diggers, two ditch diggers, a bear, and a wolf, and I can outrun you too." "I still can't quite hear you." "Won't you come a little closer?" said the fox in a feeble voice, as he stretched out his neck towards the gingerbread man and put one paw behind his ear. The gingerbread man came up close, leaned towards the fox, and screamed, "I've outrun an old man, an old woman, a little boy, two well diggers, two ditch diggers, a bear, and a wolf, and I can outrun you too." "You can you?" yelled the fox, and he snapped up the gingerbread man in his sharp teeth in the twinkling of an eye. And that was the story of the gingerbread man. I think that the ending is rather sad, but we don't agree. He says that gingerbread is extremely tasty, and he doesn't blame that fox at all for wanting to eat it. I suppose he has a point, but then again, it's not just any old piece of gingerbread that can run. The end. I think I lost my phone. Whoops. I knocked it for 6. What's the story of the gingerbread man? Did you like that bedtime story? I did. Now it's your turn to think of a little bedtime story or maybe a little dream that you can fall asleep to. Something you can close your eyes to and imagine drift off to dreamland. What did I dream last night? I think I dreamt that I was like on this big cruise ship in a swimming pool. I'm not sure where my brain comes up with these things, but it does. And I was in a big boat, a big cruise ship, but in the swimming pool. Just happens. The brain is weird. What's your weirdest dream been? I always feel like I have the weirdest dreams like right before you're gonna wake up. I think because you're probably in like a really light REM sleep at that point, ready to wake up, and I think the light's already coming through the windows and you're kind of a little bit disturbed and your brain's just like, okay, we're still dreaming, but we're just gonna make this a little bit more wacky. That tends to be what mine does to me. And then I wake up really confused as to where I am and what's happened. But it's good. I like a good dream. I like a really realistic dream. They can be good. I used to do kind of videos like creating your dreams, where like I actually made a dream for you. I've not done that in a while. Maybe I'll do that again. See, maybe a nice like summer one. But yes, anyway, make sure to close your eyes and go to sleep. And just a reminder,